Okay, so for this video, I'm just gonna talk about some random stuff that I feel like should be addressed to someone who's a newbie in the hobby, or in general, people just hear it. I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, to be honest. I have 6 points. Basically, there's 5. One of them is just a pet peeve of mine that I like to put out there. But anywho, getting into the video. And by the way, my iPad's off to the side with my notes. So if I'm angled this way, that's why. So my first point is, don't buy models you don't like. A lot of people do that, and I understand the idea of you go to the store, you want to go buy a model, you don't see any that you like, but you don't want to leave without one. Just don't buy the model horse, save the money. One, because you're going to waste your money, or your parents' money, whoever's really buying you the model if you're not paying yourself. You're wasting money, but also you're going to have less room in your collection for models you do like, and you're just going to have a ton of models you don't like. So don't do that, to be honest. You're going to regret it. Don't do it. Just don't buy models you don't like. What's the point in buying something that doesn't make you happy, or you look at it and it doesn't bring you joy and glee and all that greatness? My second point would be, don't buy cheap models or lots from eBay or wherever to bulk up your collection. Otherwise, the gist of this is, don't try to make your collection grow as fast as you can just because. The reason you don't want to buy the cheap models and the lots and blah 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 is because, one, they're typically going to be body quality models, and usually collectors like the nice, pristine, mint to LSQ models, so that's one reason. 2, same as the first point, you're gonna have a ton of models that you regret buying. You're not gonna have enough room in your collection for models you do like. You're just gonna have so much space taken up by models you probably don't even like. But also, you have to take in mind, to bulk up your collection, to make your collection grow as fast as you can, just because you want a really large collection, I find it really dumb. I'm trying to find it and put it in a way that it's nice, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but it just, logically, it doesn't make sense. Yes, on YouTube and Instagram, you see people with giant collections of model horses, about hundreds of horses, but the thing is, they spent years building their collections, and they have awesome models usually. They got a little bit of everything. They got different brands, and if they got Breyers, they got regular runs and BreyerFest models and all the clubs and blah blah blah. They spent years and a lot of money building up their collection. Typically, they didn't spend $20 on a lot on eBay for 12 models that were all broken and messed up just so their collection can grow big. Take your time with it, because in your model horse journey, you're gonna figure out what models you like, what models you don't like, So take your time. Don't try to make your collection grow as big as you can. My third point is, establish what kind of models you like. Establish a brand you like. Maybe you only want to collect Schleich and Collecta, or Breyer and Peterstone, or Northlight. Whatever you want. It's whatever you want. It's not what anyone tells you to get. It's none of that. Collect whatever brands you like. And maybe you can get even more specific, Maybe there's only certain, patterns. Maybe you only want to collect Appaloosas. Doesn't matter the mold, but maybe you just want Appaloosas, or paints, or bays, or, whatever. Or maybe you want a conga mold. Maybe you don't want to have a collection filled with a bunch of random horses. You just want to collect models, let's say you want to collect models only on the amber mold. So you have a conga. Maybe you just want congas, Establish what you like, because when you do that, you know what you want, exactly where to look. You're not going to be, dallying, looking around for all these random things. You know what you want, and that is good for you. My fifth point, and this one is pretty biased to myself and kind of pet peeve of mine, but I do think, it's got to be said. Don't bash your childhood play models that you grew up playing with, if you grew up playing with model horses. And I say that because a lot of people, they'll do a collection tour and they'll get to their old model horses, oh, these sucky, horrible, blah blah blah, beep 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 model horses that I grew up playing with. I just kind of shove them down here. And I hate when people bash their childhood, play models, because those are special. That's what got you into the hobby. Most likely. That's what got you playing and into YouTube and the Instagram and the BreyerFest and everything with model horses. That's where it all started for that person. I love my childhood play models. I still have all of them. They're very sentimental to me, and I think people should take pride in the models that they grew up playing with. Sure, their body quality probably, but I mean that's like their battle scars, you know? It shows that they were played with, they were loved, physically showing the love in them, you know? Don't bash on that. You should take pride in that you still have those models that got you into the hobby. I take pride in my play models, you know? I love them so much because each one of them had their own character, their name, their own personality, persona, you know? So take pride in that. Don't bash them, you know? There's nothing wrong with keeping your play models, even if they are body quality. Not every model in your collection has to be LSQ, mint condition, you know, pristine perfect. It's okay to have models that aren't like that. No model is perfect exactly, you know? So take pride in that. Don't think you have to bash them just cuz. And my last point, which is my 6th point, is just enjoy your model horses. No one can tell you how to enjoy them but yourself. Everybody has a different way of loving and enjoying their models. Some people just want to collect them and that's it, and look at them and love them and clean them and that's it. And that's perfectly fine. Some people, you know, they enjoy their model horses through showing, photo shows, customizing. Some people, you know, there's YouTube now, so people do model horse films, short films, just making YouTube videos. I love making YouTube videos. For the longest, I had wanted to, but I never did until last summer, and I started making YouTube videos for model horses, and I absolutely love it. I really do adore it. I love everything about it. So do what you do best with your model horses, whatever you want, pursue it with your model horses, because it's what you love, it's what you want. You gotta do what makes you happy, and with your model horses, if, you know, taking pictures of them in nature and putting them on Instagram, you know, entering model horse photo shows, that makes you happy, go do it. If you love the thrill of, you know, getting a model and finding them a breed and taking them, packing them to shows and just, you know, doing that, do it, because it makes you happy, and, you know, they're there for the ride with you. They're your model horses and you can do anything with them. So just enjoy it, because why not at this point, you know? In everyone's life, you gotta have fun. You gotta have something that makes you happy. And model horses, for the most part, makes everyone happy. Yeah, there's times where we get frustrated. Oh, I didn't, you know, place that show. I didn't get a model that was good quality. But you still can't let that bring you down, because model horses, you collect model horses, you obviously love them, and they make you happy. That's why you collect them. So just do what you do best with them, and be happy and enjoy your model horses.